Hi, welcome back. So this is actually going to be a vlog for the DC trip that I went on, but just wanted to just say like hi again. I know I don't really talk to the camera much. I mostly do voiceovers, but I've been really trying to, have fun with this YouTube thing, and then I went missing for 2 months, I think. Um, but when people say life is lifing, yep, I have been in the center of life is lifing. Um, Yeah, I'm currently at home, should be at work, but my daughter hurt her elbow. We've been to the emergency room. We've done it's been a whole lot of things. So just know in those 2 months, we were kind of drowning, but we survived. Anywho, we did go to DC, and so I'm going to just incorporate some clips and things like that of our trip. I hope you all enjoy. Yeah, talk to you later. Actually, I'm back. So this is going to be like a story time DC trip, and I'll just like incorporate videos and pictures as I talk. So yeah. So we left, and we went to Baltimore. So Baltimore was the start of our trip. To go see the Braves play the Orioles, and the reason we went to that game is because we're big Braves fans. We like to travel to go see the Braves in other locations. So we've been to the Yankee Stadium. We've seen them at their home in Atlanta, and then also now to see the Orioles. And my husband has been to other away games, but this is like my, I guess, second time seeing them away. So went to Baltimore, to the Orioles game. It was really good. Their stadium is really nice. It was a fun game. Braves won. Every time we go out of town to see them, the Braves win. So I don't know if it's us or not, but Braves won. Go Braves. And then that was on Friday. Then on Saturday, we drove from Baltimore to Arlington. I believe it was Arlington. I need to check the location. But we went to Mount Vernon. So maybe Mount Vernon, Virginia. Sorry. Went to Mount Vernon. That is a location of George Washington's house. I highly recommend it. It was more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And so much so that I plan on going back again because we didn't even get to see it all. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 600 acres. And you get to see his house, all the land. They have a museum on property. They have like a gift shop on property. They have two restaurants on property. You get to see like kind of like a war area, so like how they would stay if they were away at war. You also get to see like where he kept his horses, where he did like they had like laundry house and kitchen house, and so none of these were in the main house. You also got to see where the slaves were, where they lived. They have a whole tour just for the slaves. They have memorial ground for the slaves, and I love the fact that they didn't shy away from that. But yes, but I didn't. It's a whole museum on property, all of this. So we were kind of rushing towards the end, so I didn't get to see the museum. My husband saw it a little bit, but we still didn't go through the whole thing. And there's a whole other part of the property that we did not get to see. So I definitely would recommend going there and give yourself like a few hours, maybe 5 to 6 hours. Very nice. We left there, and from there we went to, oh, I'm so sorry, backtrack. Before we even went to Baltimore, we went to the Unknown Soldier's Tomb. That was in Arlington, of course. We saw John F. Kennedy's tomb as well, or grave site as well. We have this area dedicated for people who were at war, but maybe they couldn't find them. They didn't return back to their families, things like that. And so there's a soldier who guards this 24 hours a day. And they have a changing of the guards every 30 minutes in the summertime. And so we got to see that. And that is an experience. I am an Army brat. I respect our troops. And that was a really nice, respectable experience. So definitely recommend going to see that. It's very quiet. Just be aware of that. Tomb first, Brave second, Mount Vernon third. Now we're back on track. Left there, returned our rental car, got an Uber to the wharf. We were staying at the wharf. I highly recommend staying at the wharf. We were walking distance to all the restaurants, all the boats. Did a little boat ride, like all the things. Highly recommend. We stayed at the Hyatt House. Really nice hotel. We were there, Ubering to the Lincoln Memorial. So me and my husband have both been to DC several times. We're not new to DC, but these are things that I've never experienced before. So I was thinking, I have seen all the things that DC has to offer. If I never go back to DC, I'm fine. But it's always new to experience something with my husband. So like he's been with another group of people, I've been with other group of people. But to go see it together as a couple, as husband and wife, is really nice. So sometimes we do revisit places that we've already gone before, but we revisit it together. So we went to the Lincoln Memorial, but we actually went under it. So this is something I had never done before, is going under the Lincoln Memorial. So that was really nice. It's a museum under there as well. Super cool experience. So recommend that. We did have to buy tickets for that. Left there, walked over to the Korean War Veterans Memorial, and then walked over to MLK Memorial. From there, we just went back to the wharf, had dinner, and then we met up with some friends who were in DC as well. Got on a boat, was the captain of the boat. Did not sink the boat because sometimes it was a little bit rocky. I don't have any footage of that because my phone died. Imagine being on a boat and your phone dies and the water is rocky. Thank you, Jesus. So we got back. That was a good time though. Yeah. So we did that, and then if I'm not mistaken, I think I knocked out. It is Sunday. Sunday we walk back over to the National Mall. On that day, the African American Museum and the American Museum, and then we walked over to the National Portrait Gallery. I was going there to see Michelle Obama's portrait. Little did I know Michelle Obama's portrait is not there. It goes on tour. And so her portrait was in Georgia. I guess it's touring. It's on a world tour. I don't know. The thing was gone. So I got to see Obama's portrait and the other presidents, of course. The African American Museum is really good. Supposedly it takes you hours to go through it. We zoomed through that thing in 2 hours. We only did the bottom, kind of went to the top, skimmed it. But the bottom was like the history part. The upstairs is more like the more modern part. But downstairs was really nice. I like the way it was designed. A lot of the things I already knew, because I feel like when you're from Alabama, you just already know these things. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, I'm from Alabama. Probably can hear it when I talk. Most of the things I already knew. None of it was surprising or like new facts for me, but it was, I guess, nice to see how they displayed it. And my husband is a history buff, loves all things history, so that was really cool. Went to African American Museum, went to the American Museum. The American Museum, I really love seeing the First Lady dresses. So every First Lady, they have her dress that she wore at the inauguration, as well as the china that was in the White House when they were President and First Lady. Loved it. Chef's kiss. It was on Sunday. We came back to the wharf on Sunday, hung out. We had some pizza, kind of just chilled that day. Got some more ice cream because why not? We're on vacation. And then we do anything else? I think we just kind of enjoyed our scenery, honestly. Went to the pool. Yeah, we did go to the pool, rooftop pool. I'm telling you, the Hyatt House was really nice. And then Monday we flew back. So if you have been to DC before, you have seen all the things, but maybe you just haven't seen them in depth. Like maybe you've been to Lincoln Memorial, but you haven't been under it. Or maybe you have seen the things about the presidents, but you haven't went to George Washington's house or something like that. Like I would recommend going another level into DC, going a little bit deeper into some things they have to offer. So hopefully this is a good guide. I will write everything down that we did in the description box as well as on the screen, so you can kind of see the order. But just keep in mind that we didn't see all of the other memorial or monuments because we've already seen those in the past. So that's why this trip was a little bit different than your regular visiting DC type of trip. But yes, if I go back, I would definitely go to Mount Vernon, definitely stay in the wharf again. That was super nice. I think that's it, yeah. So if you are here and you have listened to me babble for however many minutes this is, thank you for watching. And I hope to have another one out soon. Bye.